and thunderstorms tomorrow through early Wednesday. Tomorrow will also be a cloudy, warmer, and windy day, and we can't rule out some strong to even severe storms. I'll have all those details coming up.
Right now on News Channel, it is time now for our first check of our weather, and for that, we want to check in with meteorologist Jenna Petracci.
Well, Brad, it was a pretty warm start to the work week. Also pretty windy right now. As you take a look behind me on our Terry Limbert Hyundai Skyview cam at the airport, you can certainly see our flag is blowing outside as winds are picking up the pace. We do have a low pressure system approaching us, and that'll finally bring us some rain starting tomorrow, but still no rain today. Our high temperature was 72 degrees, so definitely a few degrees above average. Same situation with our low temperature, a little bit warmer than normal at 46 degrees. Right now, definitely some warmer temperatures. We are in the 60s, and that's due to the cloudy skies taking over. Clouds help to keep us a little bit warmer as we go into the overnight hours, sitting at 60 in Thompson, Evans, and McCormick, upper 50s in Swainsboro. Augusta at 62 degrees now, 63 in Waynesboro, and 61 over in Sparta. Dew points are anywhere from the upper 30s all the way into those mid-50s. So you can definitely see that moisture increasing west towards the east as we do have that low pressure system approaching us, and winds picking up the pace now to 11 miles per hour in Waynesboro, 13 in Wrightsville. Those winds still coming in from the east for now, but as we have a warm front approach tomorrow morning, then we'll start to see those winds shift to the southwest. Clouds are on satellite and radar, along with some drizzle now from Jefferson County down to Emmanuel. Otherwise, it is dry for now. But take a look at all this rain headed our way. First, the warm front will pass, followed by the cold front. And in between that, we have some active weather going on in Louisiana and Alabama. But for us tomorrow morning, just some light rain. Storms will come by the afternoon, and they do have the potential to become strong to severe. But just in time for the holiday, we'll dry out, and it will also be much cooler. I'll have all the details on that coming up, but back to you, Brad.
All right, Jenna, thanks. Coverage you can count on continuing all week long, and we have much more for you on our website at WJBF.com. Still ahead, a look at the forecast. Jenna is back with that. Plus, an old home in danger of being no more. What a local church is doing to try to save Cedar Grove, as coverage you can count on continues.
At Lionel. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Let's start out with a live look at our Terry Limbert Hyundai Skyview cam over in Aiken. The clouds are moving in and winds are picking up the pace as our temperatures stay on the mild side, sitting at 62 degrees right now under overcast skies. Winds coming in from the east-southeast at 7 miles per hour, and still some decent dry air across the metro at 42 degrees as that dew point. But definitely seeing that moisture increase west to east with those clouds taking over. Temperatures all in the low 60s this evening, so definitely well above average. And you can even see some drizzle now moving in to say anywhere from Richmond County down to Emmanuel and Screven, but this is some very, very light rain. And as we go into our Tuesday morning, scattered light rain showers will be around as this warm front gets closer to our area. So first will come the warm front, then followed by this cold front. And you can see in between here in that warm sector of the storm system, we do have some active weather impacting Alabama through Mississippi and Louisiana at this time. Now, even though this is unfortunate that it is some strong storms, including tornadoes, this is some very beneficial rainfall for our friends out towards the west, where there's an exceptional drought going on in Louisiana and even into parts of Alabama and northwestern Georgia. So this rain will impact us as well, and it will be helpful since we are very dry here in town. For now, though, tonight, an enhanced risk of severe weather across parts of the deep south, and then this threat shifts towards our area tomorrow, giving us a level 1 out of 5 on the severe weather scale. So this is a very low threat, but we definitely will see some rain and scattered storms tomorrow, and it will be by the afternoon and evening where we'll have that chance of some severe weather. Now, here's a look at the futurecast tomorrow at 6 a.m. Warm front coming through first with the scattered light rain showers. Now, my thought is that this will help to stabilize the atmosphere. When we have all the rain and clouds coming down early, that helps to prevent any storms happening later on in the day. And that'll be when this cold front comes through, bringing in that strong line of storms. Now, this will continue through Wednesday morning as that front kind of stalls out as it moves in. But by Thursday morning, we will be drying out just in time for the holiday. It will be chilly as well. That cold front will be bringing in some colder air. Here's a closer look at home, though. Tuesday morning, as I mentioned, just scattered light showers. It really won't be until the afternoon where we see some heavier rain and the potential of those strong to severe storms. And notice this will mostly be impacting the metro up into our northern counties, at least for Tuesday. Then by Wednesday morning, we will see that rain start to move further down towards the south. But I am expecting the I-20 corridor to get hit with the most rainfall, up to around 1.5 inches by Tuesday night, and then increasing to around 2.5 inches possible by Wednesday night, with the rest of us anywhere from 0.5 inch to around 1.5 inches. But for your Thanksgiving, high of 62, low 43. And no chance of rain. And then as we go into Black Friday, you'll need to keep this in mind for any shopping plans outside. There will be another system coming through, bringing some scattered showers and the cloud cover again. Now our lows tonight will be in the mid to upper 50s. Highs tomorrow will be in the low 70s. Despite the clouds and rain, it will be another warm day. And our 10-day forecast showing those temperatures beginning to drop, though. 67 on Wednesday, drying out by that night, and a dry holiday. 62 is our high for both Thursday and Friday, 62 over the weekend as well. So cooler temperatures as we go into the next several days.
All right, thanks, Jenna. Appreciate that. Cedar Grove, a building
/salute and fill out the nomination form. Then tune into News Channel 6 at 5:30 on the third Wednesday of each month to help us honor our Salute to Service Award recipient.
Thanksgiving week is upon us, and so is holiday travel with busy airports and roadways all across the country. Melissa Adon has the details from Los Angeles.
As America prepares for Thanksgiving, those traveling to their destination expecting busy airports and roads. TSA says this Thanksgiving holiday is set to break records, expecting to screen 30 million people, the highest number of Thanksgiving air travelers since 2005.
The skies will be extremely busy this Thanksgiving. We're expecting almost 50,000 flights on Wednesday.
Already airports across the country filling up with passengers. The best advice, to get there early.
You need to be at the airport 2 hours before your flight.
And if you are driving to your destination this year, AAA says 49 million people are expected to hit the roads.
Wednesday has notoriously been the worst day to be on the roads before Thanksgiving, and that time frame between 2 and 6 p.m. is the worst time to be on the road, because at that point you're mixing holiday travelers on the roads with commuters, people who have to work on Wednesday.
Some severe weather is threatening travel, with storms expected across the Northeast tomorrow through Wednesday. But some good news, gas prices dropping to a national average of $3.31, according to AAA.
The gas prices are that low, I'm definitely going to be making it.
And in Los Angeles, the I-10 freeway reopening ahead of the Thanksgiving travel rush after a major portion had shut down last week following a massive fire.
The busiest time to hit the roads is Wednesday. So experts say if you want to beat the traffic, either leave in the morning after 6 p.m. or even on Thanksgiving morning. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Still ahead, the Augusta men's basketball team preps for its home opener, and the Georgia Bulldogs get ready to take on their longtime rival, Georgia Tech. Stay with us.
When your AC or now WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
It is officially rivalry week in college football, and the Georgia Bulldogs are looking to make an exciting matchup even more exciting as they take on Georgia Tech. It is almost time for some good, clean, old-fashioned hate as the Bulldogs visit the Yellow Jackets. Georgia's coming off a great game against Tennessee, where Carson Beck threw for 298 yards and 3 touchdowns, in addition to the touchdown that Dylan Bell threw. Head coach Kirby Smart spoke to the media Monday morning about how proud he is of the way his team has been handling the distraction of the holidays and what Georgia needs to do to keep their winning streak alive as they take on Georgia Tech.
A lot of distractions with Thanksgiving going on. Those are good distractions, but they are different. So how you manage that and how you deal with that is important. A lot of respect for Brent. I've known Brent a long time. He played at Tech when I played here. His staff does a great job. Obviously, there's several guys on his staff that we have worked with before, a lot of overlap. And Kevin taking over the defense, kind of midstream there, has done a really good job. So these guys know how to run the football now. They are really good at running the football. They find best runs available, scheme runs, quarterback runs, unbalanced runs, good backs, really tough O-line. So, like, it's a day's work when you go to play these guys with the way they play in terms of toughness and all those things. That's what's allowed them to win, is they have an identity.
Kickoff on Saturday is at 7:30 p.m. inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. The Augusta men's basketball team will host Benedict College on Tuesday night for their season home opener. The Jags are coming off a very tough loss at Fayetteville State, and head coach Dick Mitras said they've been working hard to build communication on what he called an almost brand new team. Coach says communication will be key if Augusta wants to bounce back and get their first win at home.
Yeah, we have to wear name tags, okay? There's so many new guys playing different roles. Got off to a good start. Lost a tough one at Fayetteville State, the last second shot. But we're excited about a home opener tomorrow, and we got to communicate better. We got to talk more. We got to listen to each other. It's a challenge. That's our biggest issue right now. You know, they're going to play very fast. Hopefully, we'll control the tempo of their offense.
Tip-off is at 7:30 p.m. inside Christenberry Fieldhouse. And finally, a very exciting Monday Night Football as the Eagles visit the Kansas City Chiefs for a Super Bowl rematch and a reunion of those beloved Kelsey brothers. That game is currently in the third quarter. Chiefs lead 17-7. We'll have a score update for you a little later on tonight over on News Channel 6 at 11. That does it for sports.
Do you suffer?
And last but not least, Alicia Keys' Hell's Kitchen musical had its opening night yesterday.
It's making waves in New York and telling her life story. Katie Corrado takes us there.
So it really feels like a very singularly unique, defining moment in my life that nothing else compares to.
Alicia Keys is showing the world yet another side of her talent with the debut of her first musical, Hell's Kitchen.
Kind of beyond words, to be honest. I mean, this has been something that's been in development for over 10 years, and it's been inspired by my experiences in New York City, growing up here, living here.
Set in 1990, it tells the story of a 17-year-old named Allie chasing her New York dream from a cramped Hell's Kitchen apartment she shares with her single mom, played by Shoshana Bean.
What did she sacrifice in order for the world to have Alicia Keys? And to do that as a single mother, to do that in the middle of New York City, in the middle of the 80s and 90s, is like the craziest soup of circumstances.
The show features some of Keys' most soulful, iconic hits, as well as some brand new songs. Cast members say the 15-time Grammy winner had a hand in every aspect of the production, down to the finest of details.
It's a beautiful love letter to the city. She's stunning. She's a stunning performer. She's a superstar. She is so grounded and so full of spirit and so about her art.
She's always been about showing love to where she came from, and this is no different.
Very talented, no question about it. Sure, it's a great musical.
Yeah, I wish we could see it. I know, I haven't seen a musical in ages. I'd love to. Our 10-day forecast showing the chance of rain and some thunderstorms tomorrow. Some of those storms could be strong to severe. It will be a cloudy and warm day as well, making it to 73 degrees. Cooling down and drying out for Thanksgiving, high of 62, lows in the 40s in the morning, and then rain returns on Friday.
All right, thanks, Jenna. We're back at the top of the hour on News Channel 6 after the football game.
Hogan's Heroes is next here on MeTV.
Chief Meteorologist Tim Miller, weather coverage you can count on.
We are tracking the first stormy day we've had in quite some time. We're going to see some scattered light rain showers tomorrow, and then the rumbles of thunder and lightning by the afternoon. And we can't rule out the possibility of some severe storms. I'll have all those details coming up.
Right now on News Channel, brink of having to shut down because of a lack of funding. It is time now for a first check of the weather. Meteorologist Jenna Petracci here on a calm night compared to what's coming.
Yeah, that's right. We have the calm before the storm. However, we are starting to see some drizzle now on parts of the CSRA, but definitely nothing significant just yet. Here's a live look in at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam. Roads are still dry over there in Aiken, and we had no rainfall today anywhere in the CSRA. Our high temperature in Augusta today was 72 degrees. That is pretty warm for mid to late November, and our low temperature was 46. So definitely still on the chilly side, but notice our temperatures now are much warmer than that. We're still seeing a lot of low 60s, all thanks to this cloud cover. 61 in Barnwell and Allendale, 59 in McCormick. Augusta also at 61. Lots of 61s this evening. 60 in Gibson, 62 in Waynesboro, so overall pretty consistent for all of us. With dew points on the rise, we still have some very dry air up in McCormick at 38, but notice those dew points in our western counties in those low to mid 50s, so all that moisture is creeping in from the west ahead of our next system. Winds are also picking up the pace, still pretty calm in Augusta, but 8 miles per hour in Aiken, 9 in Edgefield and Waynesboro, 10 in Thompson and Gibson. So pretty breezy night, and winds will continue to increase as we go into the overnight hours. More and more clouds moving in, and you can see that drizzle now here and there north of I-20 from McCormick up to Saluda, Edgefield, a little bit of drizzle earlier this evening as well in some of our southern counties. But here's the bulk of the rain well to the west of us still. We're going to see this warm front move in first tomorrow morning, and that will be followed by the cold front tomorrow evening. And it'll be that cold front passage which will bring the chance of some strong to severe storms starting in the afternoon, continuing into the evening. But for tomorrow morning when headed out the door, only scattered light rain showers you have to worry about. And just in time for the holiday, we will be drying out and temperatures will also be cooling off. So I'll have a look at that 10-day forecast coming up shortly, but back to you, Brad.
All right, Jenna, thanks. Coverage you can count on continuity years at WJBF.com. Still ahead right here, we're going to check back in with Jenna for the forecast for this holiday week. And yes, with Thanksgiving approaching, it means it's time for a special tradition. The James Brown Arena, a happy place to be today. Details when we come back.
I can't wait to see dancing.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Well, it's still a dry night so far. Calm before the storm. Here's a live look in at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam outside the station. Definitely a warmer than normal night, sitting at 62 degrees. That's all thanks to the cloud cover acting as a blanket. That keeps our temperatures on the warmer side. We also have an east wind of 5 miles per hour. Dew point still pretty low at 44 degrees here in town, but we're definitely seeing more moisture move in along with the clouds coming in from the west. So temperatures right now pretty consistent, anywhere from those upper 50s in our northern west and western counties and low 60s for the rest of us. And as we look at satellite and radar, we are seeing some spotty drizzle as well. Some of that north of I-20, other areas south of I-20, say anywhere from Barnwell down to Jenkins County, but definitely nothing significant so far. We are watching this low pressure system get closer to our area though, so we will have this warm front come through first tomorrow, followed by the trailing cold front, and in between here we have the warm sector of the system where there is ongoing severe weather across parts of Alabama this evening. Now notice to the north side of this low pressure, we also see some light rain impacting the Midwest. If you were just watching the Eagles versus Chiefs game, you probably noticed that rain coming down pretty much throughout the entire duration of the game. That's been going on all day long around the Kansas City area. So a lot of rain across parts of the country this evening, and that is going to help with the drought conditions, especially across Louisiana over into northwest Georgia. That's where there's an exceptional drought and even some dry conditions in the CSRA. So all this rain will be very beneficial, but of course we don't want the storms with it. And right now there is that enhanced risk of severe weather for Texas over into Mississippi, but this is for tonight, and as we go into the overnight hours and for tomorrow, this threat shifts towards our direction. So there is a slight risk down in Alabama and parts of western Georgia, but for us, just a level 1 out of 5 risk of some gusty winds for the most part. So for tomorrow morning, 50s with cloudy skies, chance of storms comes in by the afternoon. So for the morning hours, it'll just be some light rain. You can see that warm front coming through first, then it will be followed by the cold front, as I mentioned, tomorrow evening, but we'll see some more rain Wednesday morning and then dry out just in time for Thanksgiving. High pressure will take back over and much of the country will be under nice conditions for the holiday. Here's a closer look at home tomorrow around 6 to 10 o'clock in the morning, just some scattered light rain. Then around noon, we'll see a batch of some more widespread rain coming through and some heavy downpours possible around 4 o'clock. This is where we'll have to watch for that severe potential. Most likely it will be a damaging wind threat, but we can't rule out that isolated tornado threat as well. And then there's that remainder of the cold front coming through. At this point, the storms begin to weaken, and it will just be south of Augusta for Wednesday morning. We'll still see some rain. Around 1.5 inches around the I-20 corridor by tomorrow, increasing to around 2.5 inches. Only up to around 1.5 inches though for the rest of us. Your Thanksgiving forecast looks great though. No chance of rain, and it will be cooler. Lows will be into the low 40s. Highs will be in the 60s. And same thing over the weekend. Still cooler than how it has been, and no chance of rain over the weekend. More showers into next week.
All right, Jenna, thank you. The James Brown turkey giveaway makes Thanksgiving a lot happier for a lot of people this time of year. Today, no different. Hundreds of holiday birds given out at the James Brown Arena. Those who signed up picked up their turkey and other Thanksgiving goodies. The James Brown Family Foundation has been sponsoring this for 32 years.
They, help bring our mission to life. They're so passionate. Deanna is so passionate about making sure that our community is fed. And, we have 1 in 9 in our community who struggle with hunger, and 1 in 6 kids. So it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful partnership, and we hope we'll continue to do it with them for years to come.
If you missed the turkey giveaway, you can still register for the James Brown toy giveaway. That's December 2nd and 9th from 9 to 11 at the JBA. Augusta city leaders taking part in it. Still ahead, flu cases are rising around the country. We're going to take a look at ways to stay as healthy as possible after the break. But first, the winning numbers for tonight's South Carolina lottery: pick 3, 6, 3, 6. Pick 4 tonight, 5034. And the Powerball was 0. And we do want to check those Powerball numbers that were drawn during the football game. They are 26, 63, 39. 19 and 30. The Powerball tonight, 13. The multiplier, 2.
It's the Room Specialty Clinic. We're here for you with compassionate care for all of your needs. From patient coordinators helping you navigate your treatment plans and insurance, to our friendly staff and on-site amenities. We are more than oncology. We are your partner in life. AO Multi-Specialty Clinic, providing excellence in wellness.
I'm Jenny Montgomery. Join me next time for a sneak peek at a couple of big holiday concerts coming up in the Garden City, and a big reveal of this year's Christmas Ornaments of Hope, Tuesday at 12:30 on Jenny.
It's the Rooms to Go holiday sale. Save big on this stylish bedroom set with complete queen bed, dresser, and mirror. On sale just $9.99 or $19 a month, interest-free. In your choice of vintage. Don't miss the Rooms to Go holiday sale.
Weather headlines on News Channel 6, brought to you by Jamie Casino Injury Attorneys. The live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai.
Now to the rising number of flu cases, where the CDC says respiratory illness activity is going up in many parts of this country. Rena Roy with info on how to stay safe.
With Thanksgiving right around the corner, health officials warning of potential super spreader events. Respiratory illnesses on the rise in many parts of the country. 7 states plus D.C. and Puerto Rico seeing high or very high levels. ER visits from the flu, COVID, and RSV all going up.
We're seeing increases in flu and COVID hospitalizations, highest among those that are 65 and older. We're also seeing hospitalizations of RSV in our younger kids. We especially saw that happen in the southern states, which may have actually peaked already.
Vanderbilt University in Nashville, Tennessee, seeing an uptick in patients battling the flu.
Well, it's that time of the year again, and these viruses are starting to tick up. Certainly in our neck of the woods, we have within the past week seen a substantial increase in people hospitalized with influenza.
The CDC estimates over 780,000 flu illnesses and nearly 500 deaths from October until last week, with tragic incidents like the recent loss of 7-year-old Kalia Burgess from Columbus, Georgia, due to flu complications.
They were saying, I can't breathe. And they got here really fast. But honestly, before they got here, I just knew she had already left.
Despite increased flu and COVID-19 cases, hospitalizations have been lower compared to last year. However, health officials caution against complacency.
And as we often hear, experts reminding us getting your annual vaccinations is key, along with good ventilation during a gathering, washing your hands frequently, and if you're sick, staying away from others. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
You can also order free COVID tests again online. Starting today, anybody who did not order a batch of 4 tests in September can secure up to 8 of them. They will then be delivered by mail. Coming up, the Augusta University men's basketball team getting set for their home opener. Also ahead, what to be on the lookout for as you begin traveling for the Thanksgiving festivities, as coverage you can count on continues.
Channel 6 is sponsored by Metro. Service makes the difference. Now, WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
Well, it's officially rivalry week in college football, and the Georgia Bulldogs are looking forward to a very exciting matchup against Georgia Tech. It is almost time for some good, clean, old-fashioned hate as the Bulldogs visit the Yellow Jackets. Georgia's coming off a great game against Tennessee where Carson Beck threw for 298 yards and 3 touchdowns, in addition to the touchdown that Dylan Bell threw. Head coach Kirby Smart spoke to the media Monday morning about how proud he is of the way his team has been handling the distraction of the holidays and what Georgia needs to do to keep their winning streak alive as they take on Georgia Tech.
A lot of distractions with Thanksgiving going on. Those are good distractions, but they are different. So how you manage that and how you deal with that is important. A lot of respect for Brent. I've known Brent a long time. He played at Tech when I played here. The staff does a great job. Obviously, there's several guys on the staff that we have worked with before, a lot of overlap. And Kevin taking over the defense kind of midstream there has done a really good job. So these guys know how to run the football now. They are really good at running the football. They find best runs available, scheme runs, quarterback runs, unbalanced runs, good backs, really tough O-line. So, like, it's a day's work when you go to play these guys with the way they play in terms of toughness and all those things. That's what's allowed them to win is they have an identity.
Kickoff on Saturday is at 7:30 p.m. inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. The Augusta men's basketball team will host Benedict College on Tuesday night for their season home opener. The Jags are coming off a very tough loss at Fayetteville State, and head coach Dick Mitras said they've been working hard to build communication on what he called an almost brand new team. Coach says communication will be key if Augusta wants to bounce back and get their first win at home.
Yeah, we have to wear name tags, okay? There's so many new guys playing different roles. Got off to a good start. Lost a tough one at Fayetteville State, the last second shot. But we're excited about a home opener tomorrow, and we got to communicate better. We got to talk more. We got to listen to each other. It's a challenge. That's our biggest issue right now. You know, they're going to play very fast. Hopefully, we'll control the tempo of their offense.
Tip-off is at 7:30 p.m. inside Christenberry Fieldhouse. And finally, it was a very exciting edition of Monday Night Football as the Eagles visited the Kansas City Chiefs for a Super Bowl rematch and a reunion of those beloved Kelsey brothers. Kansas City led 17-7 at the half, but Philly kept them scoreless on the back end to secure the victory on the road, 21-17. And that does it for sports.
The downtown development.
According to a recent report by Pet City website, Kelsey is now the top trending dog name in America, with all the recent attention on Travis Kelce and his brother Jason. Dogs being named Kelsey jumped 135%. NBA stars Nikola Jokic and Trae Young among the top trending dog names as well. Cats saw more sports-related names like Avalanche for the NHL team and Gronk for retired tight end Rob Gronkowski. Those were the top inspired cat names. So sports names get a lot of play.
Gronk is a great name.
Yeah, Gronk's a great name.
I don't know. For a cat, though, like, I'm picturing, like, a pit bull or, like, something a little bit more vicious. Like a little cat, I can't picture it.
Yeah.
Or same with Avalanche. That's pretty intense for a cat
Avalanche is such a cute cat name.
It's hardcore, though.
I love it.
Well, for a forecast this week, we are tracking rain and some possible strong to severe storms tomorrow. It will be a warm day as well, 73. Windy and cloudy. Getting cooler on Thanksgiving. It will be dry, and then rain returns on Friday.
All right, Jenna, thanks. Thank you all for staying up with us. Almost ringing in Tuesday together. Have a great rest of your night.